This tutorial will address some of the basic concepts for constructing a Dynamo system. Before I start a Dynamo definition, I need to make several decisions about whether this definition is for a project document or a family document. A Dynamo definition for a project document might involve placing families or manipulating project parameters. For a family document, the definition might focus on things such as conceptual form creation and other geometry. For this exercise, I'm going to create a conceptual massing family document. After loading the family document, I'm going to go to my Add-ins Ribbon tab and find the Dynamo command. After clicking on Dynamo, the Dynamo canvas will appear. I am now ready to place some nodes on the canvas using the library on the left-hand side of the Dynamo window. I can use the search toolbar to find a number component. I can edit the number component by specifying different numeric values. I now want to use the number to control the placement of an XYZ point. I'm going to search for the XYZ component and place it on the canvas. I now have a number component and an XYZ component. The XYZ has inputs for X, Y, and Z coordinates and will produce a point object. By clicking and dragging on the number output, I can pull out a wire which will allow me to create a relationship between the number component and the XYZ inputs. To see the output of the XYZ node, I'm going to find a watch component. I can connect the XYZ component into the watch component. In the lower left-hand corner of the Dynamo screen, you can click Run. When clicking Run, the sequence will be executed and the watch node will display the output. By altering the number, you will see that the watch node is updating with new information. To disconnect the system, you can zoom in on one of the outputs on the XYZ node, hover over Z, and drag out the wire. The XYZ component will turn gray, indicating that it is now inactive. I am now going to search for a slider component. In the search bar, I'm going to type in slider to find the number slider. The slider is an important user interface device that allows the designer to interact with numbers within a given range. The slider allows me to alter the maximum and minimum constraints. I'm going to connect my number slider into the Z input. After my nodes are connected, I'm going to set the definition to Run Automatically. As I manipulate my slider, you can see that my values on the watch component are automatically updating. I'm now going to find a special watch component called the Watch 3D component. This will allow me to visualize my point data. I'm going to connect my XYZ node into the Watch 3D component. I can use right-click and the scroll wheel to navigate the Watch 3D component with my mouse. I'm going to manipulate my number slider so I can see the point location changing with each slider change. At this point, we have not yet created point geometry within Vasari. We've only created abstract points within Dynamo. In the search command, I'm going to search for reference point. The reference point component allows us to use XYZ inputs to create a reference point within the Vasari conceptual modeling environment. I'm going to connect the XYZ component into the reference point component. Now, a reference point will have been created within the Vasari environment. By manipulating my slider, you can see the reference point change positions within the modeling environment, as well as the Dynamo Watch 3D environment. We have now created a simple geometric system that connects numerical data to abstract geometry to finally Revit elements.